2018 and 2019 were incredible years for Lil Skies, but where'd the light go? Unfortunately, the Lil Skies era is completely and utterly over now due to a bunch of side effects of drug usage as well as lack of consistency in his music. Today we're going to talk about his current state and everything that happened for him to get to where he is right now and where he is headed in the future. With that being said, get your cranberry juice, get your Cheerios, and let's get right into this video. Lil Skies was incredibly inspiring and everybody thought he was going to be going very far, and that he did. He was one of the biggest SoundCloud artists and had multiple songs with Cole Bennett, who was known to absolutely skyrocket artists' careers. Some of these songs include I, as well as Nowadays and Red Roses. All of these songs have over 100 million plays on just YouTube, and on Spotify they have hundreds of millions of plays. With that being said, not only did he have these massive songs with Cole Bennett, he was also very consistent and he had great beat selection and he always sounded hungry on these songs. You could tell that he was singing his soul out. These projects during this time were incredible and had very massive influence on the genre itself. Many people were singing a lot more, and you could argue that people were singing before Lil Skies in rap, but Lil Skies definitely was one of the biggest artists who were using auto-tune in their voice during this time. Life of a Dark Rose in January 2018 was massive. It debuted at number 23 at the Billboard 200 chart. He also had Shelby, which was another massive album. And after this, something happened. And that something that happened was Lil Skies had a child, bro. And he forgot about everybody. No, I hate when an artist repopulates. Give me more music. Come on, A$AP Rocky. Come on, Rihanna, please. But because of this, for a while he was definitely not focused on music as much, or even social media. He stopped tweeting, he stopped putting a lot of stuff out, and he really barely put anything out for the next couple of years, and a lot of the hype behind his music died down because of that. Not many people were thinking about Lil Skies just because he wasn't nearly putting himself in everybody's face like he used to. Other than that one song that he had with Snot, which I thought was incredible, he really wasn't releasing a lot of new music, and this was most likely due to not only him having a kid, but him also being incredibly depressed at a time and getting a lot of backlash. And then he received a bunch more backlash after he finally did drop an album, which was Unbothered. That was the name of the album. And if he wasn't bothered by this point, he probably definitely was when he's seen the criticism on this album. But apparently not, because he dropped the deluxe version of this. But neither of these albums got really anywhere. They got like 15,000, 16,000 amounts of first week sales, which were definitely nowhere near his original numbers that he used to get. He had artists like Wiz Khalifa on here, Lil Durk, and Trippie Redd, who was not doing that horrible during 2021. Definitely not at his best in his career, but not doing horrible. These are all very big names, and despite all these big names being on here, he still did not do very well on this, most likely due to the lack of excitement in his voice, as well as a lot of the hype behind Lil Skies has already died down by this point, because he really kind of needed to bounce back from the excitement of Shelby, because it definitely was not as big as Life of a Dark Rose, but he really needed to continue, maybe change his sound a little bit, and he's kept on the same sound since 2017. His new release that he just released has a weakened and more watered down version of the sound that he's had for such a long time. So not only is he inconsistent, but whenever he does drop, he has not changed his sound at all. Like, he does not evolve his music at all after 7 years, nearly a decade. And because of that, a lot of people were not liking his music. But continuing with current day, Out Your Body Music is his most recent release, and it sold triple cardboard. This album did not get anywhere. Nobody really talked about it. There was barely any marketing for this album. Lil Skies sounds incredibly diluted on this album, as well as me really hoping that Lil Skies can find the help that he needs, because he's clearly struggling with a bunch of problems here. Most of these lyrics is him talking about drug usage, tons of drug usage. He has songs based off of this drug usage. He became depressed sounding, even more depressed sounding. He does not sound hungry at all. There's pretty much no more backing of the industry. We don't have any more Cole Bennett videos that we've been getting recently, as well as the beat selection on here is not good at all. And this is because he has one producer here, which I don't even want to give the name to, but this producer has been getting hate from everybody who knows Lil Skies music just because these beats are not good. They sound very unpolished. He has songs on here that are like Drank Talk. Bro, Lil Skies is drinking lean. Lil Skies, why is Lil Skies drinking lean, bro? Like, out of all people to drink lean, Lil Skies does not need this. And he has tons of these songs where he sounds like he's near drugged out on the microphone, and it just sounds genuinely completely sad. And with that being said, if you know Lil Skies or anybody personally, I really hope that he has the right crowd around him and enough people to make him stop doing these crazy amounts of drugs. But with that being said, everything that made Lil Skies once great has kind of fallen so much more short than it used to be. And I genuinely think that Lil Skies needs something big, because Out of Your Body music was supposed to be kind of a cover-up from Unbothered, but it took 3 years to release after this weak album, and he did not deliver nearly as much as he could have. And I think it's genuinely sad to see. But with that being said, let me know how you guys feel about Lil Skies' new album. Do you think that Lil Skies is going to make a big comeback? Hopefully he does, bro. I genuinely wish the best for Lil Skies. But with that being said, I love you all very much. I'm conflicted, and I'm out. Peace.